Hello everyone! I am afraid it is just me this weekend because Oisin, in his own words, had to be a massive asshole and cancel. So what we're going to do while he's away is force 5 color. Alright? Probably going to do it with him next week, but forcing 5 color seems like a good idea. In that vein, you want to be only picking lands or bombs, so let's take the bomb. Let's see if we can force some sort of sick 5 color deck here. With lots of morphs, lots of Mystic Monastery, Camp Master Triland, and forcing 5 color. Also not a whole ton of amazing cards in this pack. Take Apart is okay, Debilitating Injury is obviously very good, Force Away is pretty good. These are pretty solid. I like War Shrieker more than the average person does, I think, but cannot really be passing Trilands in 5 colors. Basically for the first pack and a half, unless there's an amazing card, which there isn't here, you just take the land. That's how I've been drafting 5 color. I'm doing a Swiss here, obviously, although I have won 8-4s with 5 color nonsense. Everyone's deck's kind of clunky, unless you get like a really streamlined like Black-White Warriors or like a really nice Mardu deck. Everyone's deck is a little clunky, casting morphs on turn 3 and stuff. So if you can just make the game go that little bit longer and resolve really powerful stuff, you will win. Not in green yet. We have the land for the blue, but we don't actually have any blue cards yet. But no, we're going unabashedly all out 5 color, I think. So you want to pick up as many of those common morphs as you can. The Snowhorn Rider, all that stuff. There's no land here, so I'm just going to take this Warden of the Eye. It's a pretty good card. 5-9 3/3 is not amazing, but you can just snap up an enchantment or an instant or a sorcery, so it's basically go get a removal spell. This is pretty good too, though. Just take the Warden of the Eye, it's more fun. Here, Aerialists, Pony back. Taking the gold card when we can, I think, is in the spirit of 5 color nonsense. Nomad Outpost has to be snapped up here. Still not in green. We're currently just in Jeskai Mardu. But 2 Trilands is really nice. Is a really nice start. You want to have like 8 to 10 of these, I think, is the consensus. But Trilands almost count as like 1.5 of them. So by that logic, we already have 4, which is pretty good. But yeah, for the first pack and a half, you just take lands very highly. And then in the second half of pack 2, if you get them, sure. And in pack 3, you take them if there's nothing great in the pack. But other than that, you just take the most powerful cards. And because fixing is so ludicrously abundant in this set, it's very much a real strategy. Do we just take the gold card again? Probably take Stinging Bellstrike, to be honest. It's a great control card. So is Parapet, though. I'm going to take Parapet. Tranquil Cove, Dismal Backwater. Probably like Backwater a little better, considering what we have already, I think. Sultai Soothsayer is okay. Not amazing. Stalker's a great card. Snap that up. This has gone well. We're into green now, but the Parapet is a fantastic card in this deck because it just comes in on turn 2 and buys you so much time. It can easily prevent 10-12 damage over the course of a game, assuming your opponent's trying to throttle you. I shouldn't say throttle. Throttle is an actual card. Both pretty good blockers. This costs 4 to morph. This is just a 5 drop. I guess I like the morph. Not excited about any of these. Gloston's okay, but double green isn't really worth it in a 5 color deck with that kind of card quality. So we don't really have the bombs so far. This is a bomb, but that's about kind of it. But we certainly have the fixing with 2 Trilands and 3 dual lands. I thought we had 3 dual lands. Oh no, we only have 2. That's right. Still, it's pretty good. Pretty good start. I tend to leave lands on the board when I'm drafting, but in this case, I think it might, we can run that. I think it might be smarter to leave them in here so we have an eye on what we want to take. So, bomb. Big gold bomb. Single color bomb is pretty good too. Armament Core is actually probably just more powerful than that though. Like, this is grindy, but Armament Core is just rawly very powerful. Snowhorn Rider I'd love as well, but I'm just going to take this Armament Core. It's a fantastic card. curves all over the place. This is a morph. This is a morph. This is a morph. Now our curves less all over the place. That's a non-creature. Yeah, I like Herald of Anafenza quite a lot, don't get me wrong. But I just think Armament Core is one of the most powerful cards in the set. It's just such ridiculous value. Like, it's obviously better in straight Abzan, where you can get some of the guys that care about plus and counters, like the Bondkin or the Battle Priest or the Falconer or whatever. But it's just good all around. It's 6 power for 5 mana that you can spread out. Like, we can make this a 7/6 flyer with this thing, which is insane. Foil Crackling Doom, but Sagu Mauler. Citadel, but Sagu Mauler. Who passes a Sagu Mauler? What uncommon did they take over that? Sagu Mauler is insane though. It's a 2-color bomb, which is great. It's a morph, which is great. Means you can always cast it. Sad to see that go. Kind of sad to see that go. Kind of sad to see this go, although I don't think it's actually that amazing in limited. But I'm going to snap up more right here. It's one of the best cards in the set, I think. It's just, like, I think they talked about unlimited resources, but when your opponent attacks with a morph and you block and you're like, what's the worst thing it could possibly be? The answer is always Sagu Mauler. Sagu Mauler is the worst thing it could possibly be. 6/6 trample hexproof is just ridiculous. Just absolutely insane. Both. Are we a dead drop kind of deck? Dead drop's pretty great. See that or the Tranquil Cove here. Probably just snap up the dead drop. Super good. So Sultai Flare is a fantastic card, especially in this kind of deck. It's single color, fantastic blocker, gains you some life. Abomination's good and all. Get it? It's good all. But this is great. It's a really good card. Same stats as the Abomination, but it's a 4-drop. Nothing amazing, so we just snap up this Bivouac. A lot of fixing going late here. I think we might be the only 5-color player at the table. A lot of fixing going late. How many actual cards do we have? 11? I think we can afford to take a Tranquil Cove then. Nothing here is insane. Palmwalker is fantastic. I'll take that over the Stillwater Cliffs. One of my favorite cards. Roar of the Challenge, or Roar of Challenge, sorry, is pretty good, but not really good enough. Take the Bloodfall case. How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fixing lands, 3 of which are tri-lands, so we don't really need many more, to be honest. Just super efficient. Great early blocker. Has some additional utility if you can activate it. I just really like 2-drops in this format that can trade with, basically 2-power 2-drops that will trade for morphs. Let's have a look at our lands again. Yoink. It's a great pickup. If ever there was a Secret Plans deck, it's this. Is that it? We have 7. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's pretty good. Not a lot of green in here, though. Just a Bivouac. So we're probably going to have to run mostly natural forests. Which is fine, it's not a big deal. Got some very powerful spells in here. Double Ponyback, Butcher. Ponyback and Butcher is a sick combo, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe don't need to run this, maybe. I'll leave it in for now. We're at what, 14 playables? 14 actual spells? It's pretty good. Our only non-creature spells are Dead Drop and Weave Fate. Getting back Dead Drop's pretty good. Makes it it's pretty tough to cast it a second time, I won't lie, but if you do, I don't see how you lose that game. Quadruple Edict to your opponent. Seems decent. We'd love a Treasure Cruise for the card draw, although Treasure Cruise and Dead Drop in the same deck is actually a little bit awkward unless you have a lot of enablers. I'll run a Witness of the Ages. I like that card. I think it's fine. Probably don't want this Sage Eye Harrier, to be honest. We're pretty low on white. I don't think we need it. Don't think we need that either. Valley Ash is not really what we wouldn't be doing. Awaken the Bear is a very good card. I'll actually take that. It's super good if you have a lot of morphs, because you can morph on turn 3, and then next turn maybe play one of our 1 million tap lands, and then Awaken the Bear to smash through their blocker with your morph. I find that to be a fantastic tempo play. This card's just great. It makes your creature win almost any combat, and it also gets in for a decent chunk of damage. You don't tend to get that at both. You don't tend to get both of those. You don't tend to get cards that give quite a lot of power and toughness and also give trample. That's kind of rare. So the 5 colors gone pretty well so far. We need a little more power up here, I think. Teamer Ascendancy, isn't that the crap one? We do have a lot of creatures of power 4 or greater. Oh, we have this and this. And this. Which doesn't trigger unless we just cast it. Same with this and this. Maybe we just don't want that then? Maybe we just want like this Bring Low. That kind of sucks, but I think we do just want this Bring Low. Ugh. Death Dealer, that's a great card. Awkward in our deck. Awkward as all hell, but it's just super good, so let's snap it up. It's going to be impossible to activate this thing. It's going to be such a nightmare to activate that, I can't wait. I'm going to consider it a victory if we ever manage to resolve that on turn 2. It's going to be completely impossible because we need to draw 1. Although, we do need to draw an untapped land, which it looks like we're only going to have about 10 or 11 of. 24 minus 7 is what? 17? Yeah. So we need to get more playables in. Need more up here, more good stuff, more good stuff. We've got the fixing. The fixing is fine. Fixing is not an issue. We need the power to back it up. Need some Abzan guides or some Ifrit weapon masters and more pony backs, that kind of thing. Pony back isn't fantastic in our deck, it's fine. It's super, super good with Butcher the Horde. I will happily sack all of my goblins to gain 15 life, thank you very much. This gives us a decent target for this Warden to get back as well, which is good. Mardu Charm, Teamer Charm, Murderous Cut. Just Murderous Cut, I think. It's just ridiculously powerful. It's just so good. Nomad Outpost of War. Oh, there's a Weapon Master though. We're okay enough on fixing that I think we can pass this and just pick up this Weapon Master for raw power. The built-in injury is obviously very good, but I think we need more stuff, more proactive stuff to do. Ruth is very good. Smite the Monstrous is great, though. I think I like it a little better than I like Ruth. Another good thing to get back with this guy. Bell Strike. Highland Game. I like Highland Game an awful lot. It's a great early blocker. We already have a Bell Strike, don't we? Do we not already take one? I'll take the Bell Strike. Bell Strike's a very good early card in this kind of deck because it lets you effectively completely nullify a creature for the foreseeable future. There's the Treasure Cruise. There's also the Teamer Charm, which I think we might want a little more than the Treasure Cruise. Now, Treasure Cruise is so good though, but we already have Dead Drop and Murderous Cut, so it's going to be awkward to cast it. Yeah, let's just take the Charm. I'm just going to take the gold card. It's just that little bit more fun. It's kind of crappy removal. Cliffs, second power patch, take the Cliffs. It's crappy removal, it's awkward counter magic, and it's... what's the last one? The Falter effect for power 3 or less. That could win us the game in this deck. I think I might have been a little too dazzled by the gold in this, but like if you're not taking gold cards in this deck, what are you doing? It's probably better to just pick up that. Like there was that debilitating injury we could have taken a while ago, that was probably better. It's definitely better to take whatever that was over this. This is more fun. We have our 8 fixing lands now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where it costs most colours. Still very little green in there, so we have to run a lot of natural forests. That's fine. We're gonna have to run like 4 of them, to be honest. This thing's never happening. We got some power here. Armament Core is very powerful. Butcher the Horde is very powerful. Ponyback and Weapon Master is pretty powerful. Palm Walker is pretty powerful. Sagamore is very powerful. I had a ridiculous 5-color deck last night that had Villainous Wealth. So good. Take the Backwater, I guess. None of these are great. Hopefully we can get there with this deck. Because it's not bad. We've got, like, what, 9 fixing lands now? That's pretty good. 3 of them are tri-lands. Like, we're going to be able to cast our spells a lot of the time, I think. And on average, they should be better than our opponent's spells. We're running no bad cards, like, just straight none. Last pick backwater, sure. I'll take it. Get that cancel out of there. Got some good removal. This... Man, I kind of wish I'd taken that Treasure Cruise now that I think about it more. Like, it is definitely awkward with the dead drop. There was a Sultai Suits there a while ago I think I could have taken as well, but... we'll be fine. So let's get all of this in here. God. It's 10 non-basics. It's pretty good. We need more forest than that, I think. Definitely. Let me just look at this now. How many black sources do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in here, so we don't need any more black. How many blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many white? 1, 2, 3. So I need some white. And how many green? 1. So definitely need the white, but just need the green. So let's go 3 and 3. We have 2 more, so that's 1, 2, 3. It's only 4 green sources. I think we just need more green, to be honest. How many whites is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of our white is like morph stuff. So that's okay. I think we need more green because we want to be able to cast these things early on. Got a fair few green things up here. Let's put in 2 more greens. That gives us with 5 actual forests and the bivouac. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. I forgot the Tranquil Cove. That's fine then. 6 white sources is totally fine. Red, double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Green is 5, 6. Blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's forget about this. Yeah, we're fine, man. We're totally fine for lands. Let's just hope we can... Like, I think we're going to be able to cast our spells. We're going to be about a turn behind for basically the entire game because of this many tap lands. But hopefully the power of our cards will be able to overwhelm our opponent. Let's see if it pans out.